Hey everybody, this is Peace. Welcome back to my channel. My name is ScottyAllenDay. This week was a hectic week of one-life events and fascinating research that got in the way of my daily grind. I am not complaining, nor am I calling these negative roadblocks what we call turn of events. It's great for the mind and what we all learn from time. I hit a mother lode when I decided to research Buddy Holly. Wow, what a story. There's much to learn more about rock and roll than just the bands and the performers. Behind the scenes was even more of a contributing factor in the birth of rock and roll. Sun Records and Sam Phillips is another golden gem that needs time to research. I will do a story on Sam Phillips later. Since I am starting from the beginning of rock and roll into modern, I still have a bundle to learn. This is a fun subject to talk about to my parents about, since they grew up with the story of rock and roll. Don't forget, rock and roll started in about the 50s to 55 to 60. This was the explosion of rock and roll. My son's 21st birthday consumed a full day of playing pool, a few drinks, and great friends, a memory I will never forget. I need to be more prepared about life events and the power players of music that will consume my soul as I attempt to write about the best bits of how they got started and the impact they have on the history of the genre. It seems that the more I write, the better my videos become, only if I am relaxed and not pushing or rushing for time. The events this week threw my rhythm out of whack, and I needed to rush to get my videos out. The results ended up in my videos this week being, well, I guess a bit sloppy. And on top of the research, I am circuit training to the mix, and it takes more research and more time out of my already overloaded day of about 3 hours. However, my time off, well, my day off this week is free and full of time to reorganize my brain and refocus on both my videos and my health. Tomorrow's video I will be talking a bit more in depth about how I'm changing my workouts, and well, I've been working on my notes, and I need to remember to slow down once in a while, reorganize, plan ahead, and not rush these videos. I am not in a marathon, I'm not in a studio, I'm not on a timeline. I'm just a person that is learning about something that's so passionate about rock and roll, about fitness, about music, and it should be cherished and learned from, not rushed. So, you know, I'm talking a lot about why I should not be rushing the videos that I'm putting. I shouldn't be rushing the power players of the genre that I grew up in, the genre that I rigged concert shows for, that I'm trying to learn about the history and the past of rock and roll. Rock and roll and metal is what I grew up in. And the beginning of rap was extraordinary to me. But because I decided to choose music as my genre, I need to learn about everything that built this small globe of music that exploded the globe in a matter of, let's say, 40 years. And I would say rock and roll exploded the entire globe between 1950 and 1990. In 40 years, it made an explosion in the bubble of R&B, jazz, and country. So R&B, jazz, and country, and all of a sudden rock and roll emerged out of that. So you had this flat line, and rock and roll went boom. But rock and roll went up, and it went down, and then boom, and it came to country, hip-hop, and then you have blues and jazz, which is down below that. So, what happened to music? I'm going to try and figure out. What happened to the huge bubble that happened, and it dive bombed. But because it dive bombed back into acoustics, and dive bombed back into country and rock and rhythm and blues. Paul, I got to figure that out. But I got to create a huge timeline that will never stop. So, work with me, live with me, comment on my videos. Because the more you comment on my videos, the more I can be able to look into the pyramid that I'm trying to find. So, I love you guys. I hope you guys continue to support me. Comment on my videos. If you like my videos, share, like, and subscribe. If you're new here, subscribe to my videos. Until next time, keep on rocking.